This video will show you how to assemble and install a WoodTrac closet cabinet. We'll begin by unpacking and organizing our contents. We will now begin to assemble the lower cabinet. Taking two hidden cams, insert them into the brace K. Take two cam screws and screw them into the small holes nearest to the edge on the lower assembly uprights. Next, take brace K and assemble it with the hidden cams facing the back of the unit to the lower uprights. Now we'll use 4 flathead screws to screw through the bottom part G into the uprights we were just working on. After attaching the bottom, we'll repeat this procedure by attaching the top. In this step, we'll be using 6 of the flathead screws, screwing 2 into the upright on the left side, and 2 into the upright on the right side, and finally 2 into the brace K, which runs along the back of the unit. Next up, we'll take 4 cam screws and screw these into the holes on the top of the lower cabinet assembly. This is how the upper cabinet assembly will attach. Now position your back so that the finished side faces down. Use 10 screws to screw in the perimeter of the unit into the back of the lower cabinet assembly. With the lower cabinet assembly complete, we'll now move on to the upper cabinet assembly. Take 4 hidden cams and insert them into the upper cabinet uprights. Now take your 2 cross dowels, position them and lightly tap them into place on the upright. Before tapping them into place, make sure the line is pointing vertically. Now I'll use 2 connector bolts and 2 flathead screws to attach the top to the upper cabinet assembly. The connector bolts are used on the bottom to go into the cross dowels, while we'll use the regular screws on the top towards the front of the unit. Now position the upper cabinet back so that there leaves a gap towards the top of the unit. Then secure using 10 of the smaller screws. It's now time to stack the upper cabinet assembly on top of the lower cabinet assembly, lining up the cams to the cam screws. Tighten your cam screws with a Phillips head. With cabinet assembly complete, we can now lift the unit into place on top of the wall cleat. On top of the unit, there will be 3 pre-drilled holes that we'll use with 3 top shelf screws to secure the unit to the wall cleat. Make sure the unit is pressed tightly against the wall before you do this. To finish securing the unit to the wall, we'll need to drill pilot holes, either 3/16 if you're going into a stud or 3/8 if you'll be using a drywall anchor. Drill these through the lower cleat and then use either a screw or the drywall anchors to secure the unit to the wall. Once your unit is up, you'll notice a slight gap under the cleat. Place glue on molding ZZZ and then slide and tap it into place. Your cabinet assembly and installation are now complete. Your next steps would be to install shelves or install doors and drawers depending on which unit you are working with. Additional videos are available on how to do this.